Welcome back to the Podcast with Nick and Morty. Welcome, guys. How you doing, Nick?
Welcome, Marty. How are you, man?
I'm great, man. Cannot complain whatsoever.
That was a very namaste introduction. Your voice, the way that it sounds, is very soothing. I feel like you should do an ebook for people to put them to go to sleep at night. Like,
I would actually love to. That would be really cool.
yeah,
Can you imagine?
I could actually. You have a good voice for that. I think, like to do voiceovers and stories. I think
Yeah.
narration. I think so. You have a bit of a deeper voice. You remind me a little bit of T-Pain, you know? Like your voice doesn't really match your figure. Like when I first heard of T-Pain back in the days, I was like, wow, this must be like this really big muscular dude, or like, I don't know, like just strong ass dude. Oh no, sorry. I thought the opposite. I thought that T-Pain was this super skinny dude that could sing really well, you know, like R&B type vibe. And then when I saw him, he's this fucking huge fucking dude with dreads, and I was like, okay, I did not expect that at all. Kind of like you.
Why? What do like, if you were to imagine me, what would I be like based on my voice?
It's hard to say that because my brain is so wired to your voice. And what your visuals are, that, you know, automatically when I hear somebody else that might sound like you, I think of you, you know what I mean? So it's very hard to ask me that question.
Yeah.
But you having a deeper voice, well, I mean, like now, you know, you're getting a little bit thicker. So you starting to match more, I guess, your voice, because before you used to be the scrawny little fuck. And I don't think you matched your voice at all.
Really? So my voice hasn't changed at all since you've met me?
No, not at all. I've already met you after puberty. Your balls had dropped, hopefully.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what's funny? I'm just gonna throw your business out there because I don't give a fuck. I'm reckless.
Wow.
Hey man, it's the type of friendship. I remember when we were younger, and there was this girl that you were hooking up with at the time.
Oh no!
And I knew about your business. I knew that.
You don't have to tell the story.
Yeah, I do. Now I'm in it. So I knew that that you didn't have clippers. So I knew your balls were hairy as fuck.
You didn't know shit.
Yes, I did, because you told me
private
exactly.
information.
Exactly.
Okay.
You told me you didn't have clippers, so your balls were hairy. So what the fuck? That exactly. So don't.
No, I thought
I'm
you
not
were
twisting
saying
up
that.
the story
I
here.
thought you were saying that I told you I didn't have any clippers, so you assumed I was hairy.
No. You said that you didn't have clippers, so that you didn't have any. You didn't have a way to shave your balls, so you had some hairy ass balls. And I started picking on you and calling you like Osama bin Laden. I was like, that's what your dick looks like. You probably look like Osama. Because Osama notoriously had that long ass beard. So I was like, all you can see is your little fucking a big ass beard and a tiny little dick just coming out of there.
So that's what you imagined, huh?
Yeah, 100%. Wow. So then I remember that this girl, you and this girl hooked up at the time, and she didn't know that I knew about the whole situation that you had going on. So I would just start throwing like some shade while we were all in the car and be like, oh, okay, Osama, like, how you feeling? Then you're like super embarrassed. You don't know what the fuck to do. You don't know what to say because you don't want to lash back and release some information that will allow her to know what's really going on. So you're like in a vulnerable position where you can't do anything, and I'm just going at it.
Damn, bro, you are so good.
Damn, I used to be a dick.
Yeah, hell.
I used to be a dick to you, bro. I used to be a dick to you.
You used to love not just me though. You like making anybody uncomfortable. You like making anybody feel awkward. That is you thrive on that. Like that's what you get off on.
Well, I used to. I wouldn't say I'm like that anymore. I mean, in certain situations with my friends, if I'm comfortable with you, yes. But I used to love that, because you too, though, in your own ways. You used to love putting people in awkward situations. Honestly, you and Larry breeded that in me.
But what do you mean? What did I do in particular?
I remember you guys, it was a different type of embarrassment. Like, I was okay with saying things, but when you turned on a camera, I wasn't really that way. Mm-hmm. And you and Larry were the opposite. You guys wouldn't do anything. I mean, Larry would, but you wouldn't really, like, you were mostly quiet, or you would just take the punishment from everybody else. But when the camera turned on, totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And I wasn't like that. I remember one time in particular. No, this time I don't even think you guys were filming this. You guys sometimes just acted this way. I remember we were in a Miami. What's that fucking? I don't know if it was a Five Guys or something like that. It was in Miami, mm-hmm. And me, you, and Larry were eating, and you and Larry started it. He starts burping really loud, and I'm like, bro, like, there's mad families here. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Loudly, like, ignorantly, like, looking around, like, trying to get people's attention.
Yeah.
And then you just looked at him, and you kind of, like, fed off his energy and saw that I didn't want that, and you just started burping as well, like, really loudly. And I'm just looking at you two, like, you guys are fucking idiots.
Oh, man. It's so crazy to think that we did that, because I feel like if we ever do get together, I don't think we would do that at all.
Different times, bro. We used to be a lot more reckless when you're younger, you know?
We used to be so wild. Bro, I can't believe I fucking ran into a shopping mall in my underwear, bro. Like...
And danced. While the security guard is, like, in your face telling you to get out. Yeah. You're just in your zone, dancing in front of the security guard in your underwear, bro.
Oh, my God, dude. What the fuck were we thinking?
Yeah. I mean, hey, bro, it's not... It's life, you know? I think we progress in life and we evolve as human beings. You know, I think it's okay to have those moments as long as you can look back at it now and be like, that probably wasn't the right thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, not necessarily in that situation, but certain situations, as long as you can look back at it and be like, okay, I was wrong for that, or I learned from that, or whatever the case may be, I think it's fine. Yeah. Everybody fucking commits mistakes. Everybody's human, you know? This whole bullshit with this whole cancel culture and everybody having to apologize for things they've done 10 years ago. I mean, granted, there's levels to this shit, but there's people just getting canceled, like Dr. Seuss got canceled apparently for having you didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so apparently Dr. Seuss is getting canceled, and they're not going to be showing any of his books in a lot of schools. And I think there's a particular state that literally already took him out, and other states are going to follow suit.
Isn't he dead?
But I mean, you know, his books are still out there. I have no idea if he's dead or not, honestly.
What's his allegations?
Well, it's not his allegations, but like his books, certain books depict certain races of people. You know what I mean? Like, like it depict Asians in a certain way, in a stereotypical way, and certain other races in stereotypical ways.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Which I get. I understand that side of it, and I'm not saying that it's right, but at the same time, it's like, bro, this is a child's book. That's like, what? There's so many other things, like. There was people saying like, oh yeah, like let's cancel Dr. Seuss. Meanwhile, let's let him listen to Cardi B. And I was like, 100%. That's exactly what society's like. Mm-hmm. And I think that's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, don't fucking cancel. I'm not going to stop reading Dr. Seuss books. And I would allow my children to read Dr. Seuss books. I would read them a Dr. Seuss book. Why the fuck not? It's something I grew up on. And I don't think it's racist. You know what I mean? I don't think... I never read a Dr. Seuss book and I was like, yeah, fuck them Asians. That's exactly how I feel. You know what I mean? I've never, ever felt that way.
Speaking of which, like, do you see what's going on over there in Atlanta?
That was crazy.
What is it? The Stop Asian Hate?
Yeah. So apparently this guy thought that he went into like some masseuse parlors and thought that they were sex workers and just shot up the place and killed certain workers, and he was targeting Asians, women. 7 I think were women and 1 was a male.
Wait, so he went in, asked for those things. They didn't.
I don't know details. I don't know. Oh. I just know that he was targeting, or what people are saying, the media is saying, is that he was targeting Asians specifically for their like he thought that they were sex workers. Masseuses were sex workers,
right?
So he shot them. So
that is
bro.
Insane.
I mean, even before that though, like the amount of Asian hate, things like people associating, oh, because you're Asian, you brought the coronavirus. That is the most ignorant thing in the fucking world.
Yeah, I've seen videos where Asians are getting bullied in certain neighborhoods because they're Asians.
Bro, are you kidding me?
It's so that's fucking stupid.
That's like saying, oh, because you're from Africa, you brought AIDS? Like, how fucking stupid does that sound? You know what I mean? But there are people that are really ignorant. Oh, the thing is, you know what? I think people are just mad at their fucking selves, at their own lives, or whatever the case may be. And then, or in a certain situation that, you know, maybe you are having road rage because of somebody that just happens to be Asian. That person just gets so angry and they just say racist shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, oh, fuck, you brought the coronavirus here because you're fucking Asian. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of the times people don't even think before they speak. And then hate just comes out. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, people are so ignorant when it comes to that.
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. But I mean, it is. I honestly do believe that there's more good than bad in this world. It's just that the bad things get amplified, you know? Because whenever you hear of a fucking... You never hear of somebody helping an old person cross the street. But you hear of an old person getting mugged and robbed down the street.
Yeah.
You know? So you don't hear the good things. You only hear the bad things. Bad news spreads. Good news, nobody gives a fuck.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think bad spreads more than good?
I think it deals with just the way that our genetics works and our DNA and the way that we're wired. Because back in the days, to survive as cavemen, we relied on news. If somebody said, oh, there's people coming from over there, there's animals coming from over there, or there's a fire, you see there's a fire from a distance, you see the smoke.
You're more alert,
then,
right? Like, you're always alert.
Exactly. You know, that news right there is survival. It's instinct.
Yeah.
But nowadays with smartphones and, you know, you're hearing about things that happen in England, you're hearing about things that happen in Australia that really isn't that big of a news, but you still hear about it. Oh, maybe three people got killed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Out somewhere in Australia. You would never hear about that shit back in the days. You would only hear about the things within your community.
Yeah. Bro, are you seeing the floods that Australia is experiencing right now?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Bro,
really?
They're experiencing major floods.
Damn, bro. Australia goes through some shit, dude.
Well, but the reason why they're experiencing so much flood is because of all the, you know, the wildfires that happened. And that pretty much like makes the ground, what's it called? There's like a certain word for it, but it makes it hard for water to get through the soil. So that's why it creates floods. Because the water has nowhere else to go but, you know, keep like going down to somewhere else. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And that's part of the reason why the floods are pretty intense right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they're definitely going through some shit, man.
Damn, that's actually someplace that I would really want to live in the future is Australia. But they've been going through some shit lately in the last, like, since the coronavirus.
Oh, yeah. Well, not just since, but like since like 2019 with the wildfires and stuff.
Oh, I mean, honestly, even before with the ozone layer. Remember there used to be a big ass hole in the ozone layer and it was right over Australia?
Right.
They're always going through some shit. Such a beautiful country, bro.
Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. Pretty intense, man. Pretty intense.
Did you hear about the meeting that Biden had with Chinese officials and China's whole plan to becoming the world power by 2049?
No. What happened?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh man. So I forgot what she is, but Joe Biden, our president, brought this girl that this woman that's like, I forget what she is, but she holds a super high title. Maybe Department of Defense or something like that. I have no idea. But she has, I think, blue or purple hair or something like that. She has a different colored hair. And the Chinese officials in Chinese were making fun of her and like basically kind of saying like look at who he brought. You know what I mean? And they were basically shitting on the United States, telling us like it doesn't matter, like you're not really relevant. You're not the main power. We are. Don't talk to us in a way that you are in any position of authority here.
Yeah.
You know, because China is the world power.
Hey man, that's a huge economy right there.
Huge economy.
And it's funny that America be acting like the fucking police of the world, right? Like they act like like we run shit because of the military.
Yeah, but that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why. Because of our military. I still think we have the strongest military in the world.
Maybe. We only know what
so.
What
I mean, we're outnumbered as far as they have a lot more people in China, but it's not, nowadays. The thing is though, like I would never want war, like imagine another world war, bro. That shit would destroy the world. I mean, I feel like we're already at war, but it's a different type of war. We're like at a cyber war, Like you heard about the hacks that's been happening in the United States during the election. The Russians hacked Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And then recently, China hacked Microsoft.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And they compromised like 30,000 businesses and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then, how do you respond to that? You can't respond with a missile because back in the days, you used to know exactly how to respond. If somebody hits you with a missile, what are you going to do? You're going to hit them with a missile. You know what I mean? You know how to respond. But when they cyber attack you, it's like, okay, what the fuck do you do? That's where tariffs come in and trading wars come in with China and stuff like that. That's why whenever you heard of Trump, like having trading wars with China, that's exactly why they were doing that.
Right. And it's so much stuff depends on the internet now too.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like all these government agencies, they run on the internet. They have everything on the internet, on servers and shit. They don't have that shit on paper anymore. Everything's on a fucking server somewhere.
Bro, it's crazy because I don't know. I love capitalism and I'm so fucking happy that I'm in a capitalistic society. But capitalism isn't the long-term solution. Because capitalism, at the end of the day, is about business. And the number one thing in business is to profit. And for you to profit, fuck everything else. You know what I mean? You don't care about the economy of a specific country because you just want to make money. If you can move your shit over to China or you can move it over to Japan or wherever, you're going to do that. Or the environment. That's another huge point. You don't care about the environment. You care about making money. That's why you can get cheap labor. That's child services and shit like that, or child labor laws. You're gonna export your stuff to different countries. You're gonna get it from here. You don't care where you get it from as long as you get it for cheap. Mm-hmm. So that's why capitalism isn't the long-term solution. Capitalism is good in the sense of it's a free market. You know what I mean? You're able to do that. You're able to find cheap sources. But are they good sources, like good for the world, for, like you mentioned, the environment, for the economy of whatever country that you're supporting or whatever the case may be. So it's crazy, man. I don't know what I've been trying to figure this out for the last month or so. Just trying to like think of what is the right way, and I honestly have no idea. There's a lot of, like Bernie Sanders is more socialistic Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit, it's not quite socialistic like it was back in the days, like what socialism was back in the days. Yeah. It's a little bit different, but I personally still don't think that that's the right way. You know what I mean? Because now you're dealing with a lot of state-owned things.
Yeah.
And that leads
and then, like,
to
universal basic income. You're dealing with
exactly,
taxing the rich because they're rich.
Exactly, and then that becomes communism, or that could become communism, because communism is basically owned by the community. That's where the word communism comes from. You know what I mean? So everything is owned and run by the community.
You really don't think the world would work without a government? Like no. Just private entities hiring security?
No. There's too many ruthless fucking people out there. And people would try to take control some way or some form. So I don't think so. In some way, shape, or form. That's why I don't think so.
It's crazy that that's our nature, though, right? Like, why can't we just be good to each other? Why do we have to be greedy and want to take power over everybody?
I don't think it's necessarily our nature, bro. I think certain people are either raised a certain way or they've been through traumatic experiences. Certain people are born that way, sure, but I think that's an extremely small percentage of people, But I think a lot of those people, even though they're a very small percentage, they have influence, and then that influence could spark like a fire, like Hitler, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He caused a whole fucking revolution, bro.
Yeah,
he killed so many people.
People like followed him blindly, even though he was doing fucked up ass shit.
Bro, blindly. Like Germany back in the days, they were literally worshiping this man. Like, yes.
I heard he infested the water with fluoride. I don't know if that's true or not, but fluoride. I mean,
I don't doubt it.
A big thing to do with our critical thinking.
I don't doubt it. He would give his soldiers meth. That was a huge thing. Yeah, for the Nazis, that's why they were so fucking strong. These fuckers were on drugs. They would give them like mad drugs. Dude, they would go through certain camps. I don't know which specific cuz they had different types of German soldiers, but there was a specific batch of soldiers. I don't know if it was the SS guards, which were some of the fucking worst, the most brutal ones, because they were the ones that worked at the death camps in the Holocaust, like Treblinka and stuff like that.
Right.
So they were the ones that were killing all the Jewish people. They were literally murdering thousands and thousands of Jewish people per day.
Putting them in gas chambers and shit.
Bro, it's fucking insane. Have you ever seen like footage of that shit? Like bodies upon bodies just stacked, and the soldiers. Oh,
I think I've seen it. I've watched a lot of that in middle school.
Damn, I recently
they really showed that shit all the time.
Yeah, same. I remember we went to the same fucking middle school. It was a Jewish community. That's why.
You talking about Loggers Run?
Yeah, Loggers Run. Yeah. It's in Boca Raton. A lot of Jewish people out there. So it was a very Jewish community. And they taught a lot about the Holocaust. To be honest with you, I did not learn almost anything, very, very, very little about the Holocaust before I went to Loggers Run, which was a Jewish community.
Same. Yeah.
And then I learned of how big of a deal it was and what the fuck like Hitler did, you know what I mean?
So all the schools aren't really like that, right? It was only that area.
I mean, they talk about it, but not in the sense,
right? Because some people even deny the Holocaust. that it even happened.
Yeah, there are people that say that it didn't happen, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, isn't there evidence? Isn't there people still alive that like survived it that were children?
Yeah, bro, but there's people that's gonna believe anything. Like you could fucking hand them evidence and be like, nah, that's not real. I wasn't there. Right. I didn't see it myself. So it is what it is. But yeah, these guards, back to what I was saying, these guards, I think it was the SS guards. What they would do is they would put them through, I think it was like 4 years of schooling and training and camp and all that stuff. And within those 4 years, they would give them a puppy German Shepherd, each one of them.
Oh, I think you told me this before. This is pretty fucking crazy.
It's fucked up. By the end of the camp, your last mission was to kill your companion, which was to kill your German Shepherd by choking him and killing him, struggling, making him like lose his fucking air with their own bare hands. Imagine that, bro. And that right there is really it's detaching loyalty, right? It's showcasing your loyalty and really detaching you from anything that you love and kind of giving you like you're a robot at that point. You're just taking orders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you're willing to do anything no matter what.
That shit is crazy. Crazy. Dude, did you watch that documentary that I recommended about one of the SS guards?
What's it called?
I forgot, honestly, but something Treblinka, which was one of the concentration camps.
You told me about that?
I did.
Why don't I remember?
So I'll freshen you up and tell the audience. So it's this documentary on Netflix about this guy in Cleveland that was already in his 70s and 80s. And they found out that he was a SS guard in Treblinka. So it was a whole trial. You got to watch it for yourself. But it's basically they tried to get him out of the United States and take him to Israel to have his trials. And then it's him trying to say that, no, that's not him. It's a mistaken identity. It's going back and forth. Bro, amazing documentary. Highly recommend it. Especially if you want to learn a lot about the Holocaust and see some crazy, shocking images of what the fuck the Nazis did to the Jewish people. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Damn. Insane. Did you hear about what's going on at the southern border right now with the kids locked up in cages and shit?
No. What southern border?
Well, there's I think the border got shut down, but there's so many people in captive, children, over 15,000 children at the border and facilities right now. And they're all
where?
At the southern border with Mexico.
And Texas?
Yeah, Texas area or California area. I'm not sure exactly where, but there's over I heard that there's over 15,000 people, kids, without their parents, bro. Just
it's been
in
like
a facility.
That, bro. It's
but
been
they're all
that.
in
a
like that. They're all in a fucking cage, bro. It's prisoners. Been like that. And they're the only thing they get is a fucking space blanket for them to warm up.
It's been like that for fucking decades since the Obama administration.
No, but I heard that these
probably before
I heard that these cages were built with the new administration, that not even Trump had them.
I mean, regardless, it's still the same old fucking story, honestly. This shit has been happening for decades. It's so
sad, bro.
And it's still so fucking happening. And people bring attention to it, and then people forget about it, and then it comes back up, and then people forget about it again, and then it comes back. In each administration, this came up. I remember with Obama it came up, with Trump it came up, and now with this new one is coming up.
Right. But people come here seeking asylum from especially from Honduras. There's, bro, the living situation there is so bad. The gang members are literally taking over the whole country, and they're killing people left and right. So people don't want to go back. They're doing anything not to go back. They're doing anything just to leave, or else, because if they stay, they die. So it's a survival thing. So it's not even because they really want to be in America. It's because they're trying to get away from death.
Right.
They have so many gangs out there.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I get it. It sucks, dude, because what is the right thing to do? You know, like, now do you allow them in the country? But a lot of these people, you don't know really who they are, so you don't know if they committed crimes. You don't know if they were in the gang and now they left the gang and now they're running away from them. You know,
right? Yeah.
There's two sides to this story, and I definitely think it's fucked up. They shouldn't separate the children from the parents. I think that's super wrong.
I think so too.
But I don't know. At the same time, there needs to be a certain, like, each family needs to be kept in, I guess, a certain facility separately, because I wouldn't want to have two families together too. Because what if a dad ends up raping a little kid from another family? Like, oh my God, that would be worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
bro, but like, just think about if you had a kid and he was like locked up there, and you had like no idea exactly where he was or she was,
and it takes months for you to see them.
Yeah, it's insane. It's like completely out of your control, and you don't know what they're being fed, how they're being treated. You know, if they're getting bullied by other kids or whatever, dude. Like, it's fucked up. Like, devastating to be in that position.
It's fucked up, man.
Man, oh man.
Did you see that?
This whole podcast is like, yo, did you hear this? Did you see that?
Right. For real. I mean, it's just interesting shit that we honestly haven't talked about. Yeah. That girl, did you see the video that went viral of 3 girls inside of an Uber cussing out this Uber driver in Miami?
Dude, that pissed me the fuck off. Oh my God. I can't believe that shit, bro.
And she was going off, blabbering the N-word, just like thinking she ran shit, like grabs his phone. So... You saw that she was going off on Instagram and like making the most out of the attention that she was getting. She was just
I didn't see that.
Oh my goodness, bro. She's so fucking ratchet, dude. She was just like,
she tried to ride that wave.
Fuck yeah. She was like, oh, I don't know what y'all boyfriends told me, but my boyfriend would have been told me to smack his ass. I was like, bro, come on. You're so fucking ignorant. So apparently she's being charged with a couple of things which could lead up to 20 years of prison.
Oh God.
She's not going to get that for sure. She's not going to get that. I think she might do a couple months in prison. But serves her right, and she's already been arrested 4 different times.
After or before?
Before. Before. And so there was 3 girls. It was she looked Middle Eastern to me. You know what I mean? I think she was Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
She was like a white Middle Eastern mixed with Middle Eastern. I don't know. New Yorker type New Jersey girl. So it was her, and then there was the 2 black girls. The girl in the middle was like, she looked like she didn't want to be in that situation. I kind of felt bad for her because she was kind of like what the fuck is going on?
In that situation, like, and you
right, like you don't know what to do. You got 2 ratchet ass friends, and you're like, "Bitch, calm down!" Like, damn, like, but you don't wanna say that to your friends because now they're gonna get mad at you, and they're gonna be like, "Bitch, what the fuck you mean, calm down?" Yeah. So it's like, all right, like, you just want to diffuse the situation. She was just like trying to be on her phone, like trying to see, like, okay, nothing happening, and then the other girls were acting ratchet as fuck, along with the other chick. The other girl apparently went to jail as well because she tried to take some money out of some account, not using somebody else's identity at Bank of America.
Wow.
In Las Vegas, like a couple days or a week later or some shit. So these girls are all into some bad juju. You know what I mean?
Insane. So how did this problem happen? Like, they got into the Uber. He just said, put a mask on, and they just started having an attitude.
I actually saw the story, but then I forgot what the fuck happened, honestly. But what ended up happening is he went to a gas station to like drop them off, like, hey, I'm ending the ride here. Like, you guys need to get out of the car.
But why?
They didn't want to get out of the car.
Why did he end the ride early?
I forgot, honestly. It was probably they were probably acting up, saying some shit. I have no idea.
And this was honestly, in Miami?
Yeah, this was in Miami. They were visiting Miami.
Speaking of Miami, are you seeing what's going on there? What happened over
The
this
spring break
weekend?
shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many fucking people out there.
Bro, that is insane. Did you see videos of it? It was like infested. The streets of
Yeah.
like South Beach was infested with people, bro. No
Yeah.
one wearing a mask either, like which was
Yeah.
unheard of in any other state.
I mean, bro, like we know though, being from South Florida.
I know, but I'm just like thinking like from an outsider perspective, like what do you think the world is thinking of Florida right now after
Well,
seeing those images?
well, what I'm saying is, even before COVID, living and growing up in South Florida, we know not to go to Miami, especially Ocean Drive area around spring break and Memorial Day weekend,
Right.
because it's just a whole bunch of outside college students that just want to fuck shit up
Mm-hmm.
and be reckless and do crazy shit. I've
Yeah.
seen videos of um, people running off on their checks and waiters having to fucking run their asses down, tackle them, and bring them back.
That's insane.
You know, like why, bro? Like why do that? You know, they literally come to the city and fuck shit up, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it brings a lot of money for tourism. So
Right.
Miami encourages it. They're like, yeah, bring it in, bring it
Mm-hmm.
in.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, it comes with its downside. But people that live in South Florida and grew up in South Florida know not to go around that area in spring break.
I
Usually,
mean, there
people
is
in
people
spring break
that
in Florida.
definitely, go because they want to take
Yeah,
advantage of
there
the
is.
situations.
There is, but for like, especially if you're a fucking drug dealer, we got some drug dealer friends that are definitely going to that area. But yeah, for the most part, like you're not trying to get into anything rowdy, anything like that. You want to stay the fuck away from Ocean Drive.
Yeah, now they have a curfew that's like what, 8 p.m.
No way. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like pretty much on state of emergency.
Oh my god, bro, my mom is trying to make me go out to Florida like next week.
Mm.
She was like, "Oh, you should come visit me." And I'm like, I don't know, cuz she it's either I go or she comes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to convince her to come and she's trying to convince me to go. But you just made me really think like, yo, spring break is happening right now. Like there's no way I'm about to get in a plane with mad fucking college students and take my happy ass to Florida. You know what I mean? Fuck no.
Look at you. What the fuck? You're converting, man. You used to not give a fuck.
What I mean, I did give a fuck. It's not about I've always gave a fuck. Like I just take, I think, more calculated risks.
Mm.
Because when I went to Florida, everything was like,
old.
What?
I said you getting old.
I mean, shit. What it is, what it is. I take more calculated risks, bro. Like,
Yeah.
things that I feel like I got a high percentage in pulling off, and I'm good. And I haven't caught COVID so far. The only time that I took a leap of faith and it ended up sour was when I went to Miami and I went out with my boy and we went out to a lounge and then we went to a club that I didn't know we were going to go to. That was the only time that I was like, all right, I overstepped. But besides that, I never felt like I went somewhere and be like, okay, oh my God, I might have COVID. I've never felt that way.
Yeah.
And I still haven't caught COVID.
Right. Same here. Yeah. I'm surprised I haven't because like I'm and it's crazy because like I feel like the people that are paranoid are the ones that get it for
Right.
some reason. Like they're so
Right.
careful. They barely leave the house and when they do, they catch it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm over here like going left and like going places and shit. I mean, I'm wearing a mask. I'm trying to be safe, but
Right. It's
still.
calculated risks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Calculated risks, bro.
But I've been noticing that a lot more people are more lenient when it comes to mask wearing. Like I've noticed people like not being so freaked out about it when someone's not wearing a mask. I mean, obviously there is like Karens out there that are enforcing people to wear masks and being feared by the media. But
Yeah.
I do sense that everybody is kind of like not as like as before. They're definitely better when it comes to, you know, letting certain shit slide.
It was funny because the other day I was filming some content with some friends. I'm not going to disclose some names, but I it was right after Women's International Day.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, I saw this funny ass meme on Women's International Day that it said, if you're wearing a double mask, happy Women's International Day to you too. Basically saying like you're a woman.
Yeah.
If you're, you know. And my friend that was there actually had 2 masks on. He was like,
I know exactly,
hey, I have 2 masks.
Oh man.
Oh, I was dying, bro.
And then what?
I was dying.
What happened?
I mean, we just laughed it out.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, I mean, what am I gonna do?
I know exactly who you're talking about too. That's so funny.
Oh,
yeah, I've seen a few
like
people. I've seen a few people like double masking. But I've seen people not wearing a mask at all, and all they're doing is wearing like some glasses with a face shield. Is that like?
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Is that enough to like there is no mask whatsoever? It's just literally a face shield like this, and you're able to see their whole face.
Right.
And like you can get in places like that. I didn't know you could.
I don't know.
Because I was in the shopping mall here, and I've noticed that like 2 people.
Would you put that on though? I'd rather put on a mask, to be quite honest with you. That shit looks silly.
Bro, like to be honest, I saw like some people with it, and they were like kind of casual with it, and it didn't look like too.
You liked it. You liked it.
It didn't look too bad.
You're gonna fucking do it.
Bro, I do think it's less annoying than wearing a mask. That's for sure.
I mean,
it's like wearing glasses. It really is.
Come on, dude.
You're wearing
a big ass fucking glass here.
But it's still like, it's just like literally like the weight is just on your nose, like where the glasses would go, you know, versus you just like being with the mask. Bro, sometimes my ears hurt too, like after wearing a mask for a while.
Oh yeah, same.
I hate
But bro,
that
it's like wearing glasses. Like that shit's probably, it's not just a little glass right here. It's heavy.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? So it's probably gonna weigh down in your ears too.
I guess, yeah. But at least you can see the person's face though. I like that part about it, you know? But I feel like...
Yeah, but guess what? Everybody's going to see your face, and you're still not going to see anybody else's face.
I guess.
So they're going to see you fucking smile.
Hey, but if they see me wearing it, maybe it'll make them wear it one day. I don't fucking know. But
nah,
anyways...
I'm just going to look at you and be like, look at that fucking loser. Look at that guy. I don't think that, like... I see what the purpose of the mask is, for you to breathe in, like, maybe certain particles that... you know, that have like moisture particles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's how you could get sick. But that thing right there, the fucking particles could just go right underneath it or from the side, and you could breathe it in.
Yeah, I was thinking that. So like, does it?
I don't think it does shit.
I mean, do masks do anything? You know, like.
I mean, yeah, I feel you. I
don't know, dude. I would love to think of ways of not wearing masks, and that's one of them.
I got one. Don't wear one.
Yeah, but you can't get into places if you don't.
I try, honestly.
You try to get into places?
I just like pretend like I forget. And then if people, because a lot of times people won't even tell you. Like they don't even have the balls to like be like, hey.
Yeah, but there's Karens out there, bro, that will fucking.
Yes, 100%. I just act like oh my god, I forgot I didn't have one on. Excuse me. And then they're like, oh, it's okay.
Right.
I'm just so used to it, Karen, you know? Just gotta act it off. That's it.
Oh, man. What about...
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
What was the worst time that you remember being rejected?
Ooh. Worst time that I remember.
Like maybe at a club. I know I've gotten rejected multiple times.
Are you talking about by women or just in general?
Not by women.
By women?
Men too. I mean, whatever you're into.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about even like getting picked for a sports team.
Oh yeah, those are endless for you. You probably don't even remember because there's so many.
Well, yeah, pretty much. I was usually the last person to get picked.
Yeah, I can see that.
Let's see. I can't think of anything right now, but do you know a moment? Have you seen me get rejected before? Did you just think of a moment?
I have.
What? When?
I have. Oh, I don't know if you want me to put your business out there.
I'll cut it if anything.
I'm not gonna let you fucking cut it. Then I'm not gonna say it. Fuck that.
Why?
But I just know. I'll just say this. When you get rejected, you get fucking mad.
Mad? I got mad?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
At a woman for rejecting me?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't ever see myself getting mad over that.
You got mad. Cussed her out.
I'm trying to think of what moment. Can you just say it?
Nah. I'm gonna let you sleep on it tonight. Really think about it. Maybe your girlfriend will hear this, and then this conversation will come. Oh, that's fucking terrible. I'm just kidding.
That does tend to happen. What about you?
Well, shit. I mean, unanswered DMs.
Well, yeah, or, I've gotten a few of that before in the past.
But I mean, yeah, I was talking more about like a physical, like in person.
Right.
So I mean, I remember in the club, I definitely got rejected before, where like, you go up to dance with the girl, and then they do the fucking. At first, they start dancing, and then they hit you with the. Bam, and they start walking away, and you're like, damn, like ego shut, like you just want to sink. You're like, yeah.
I've seen girls work together on that before. Like usually a girl is dancing with her homegirl, and then if a guy comes behind them and starts dancing with them, they kind of signal to each other, saying like kind of saying if he's good or not, whatever that means. And if they're not, she'll just like shake her head, and then she'll just fucking leave. Like they'll leave together to go somewhere else.
Dude, that just made me think of something. I would love to create a skit. I'm gonna write this down. Creating a skit that it shows a club environment, but it's narrated like a Discovery Channel like animal thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You seen the gym one, right? That's like that.
I've seen something like that before.
Yeah, there's like a gym.
But I don't remember one at the club.
Like people at the types of people at the gym, and it's like a voiceover, like a super epic voiceover describing the different types of people at the gym. It's so fucking funny.
That is funny. I love shit like that. But come on, you don't remember any time you got rejected?
I want to know what situation you're thinking of, because I don't ever remember. I don't remember getting mad at someone for rejecting me.
Well, I know your dirty secrets, Marty. I know more than you think I know.
I don't think that exists. You're just saying that to raise my curiosity.
No, I'm not. No reason to say that. I've been holding it for all these years, so obviously I have no reason to say it.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I could think of any moment. I've never been rejected.
Oh, because you look so fucking great, huh? You got all that game in the world. Ooh, I remember one time. Damn, I'm just putting my business out there. Fuck it, whatever, right? Yep. Fuck it. This is entertainment. I remember one time at the club, I was hooking up with a girl, and then I forgot what happened, but like I think somebody like one of my boys like hit me up to like go get something, or I went to go get a drink. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I left for like 5 minutes, came back. I think I had her drink too. And I see her hooking up with somebody else, and I'm like, oh fuck, and I just sip both straws and walk away in shame.
That's so funny. You just made me think of another moment where I don't know if it's the same moment you're thinking of, but I hooked up with this girl once, like one time, and like, it was great, I thought. And then like literally the next weekend there's like a party bus to go to a club or something. So she invites me, and like, she invites some of my friends too. And then out of nowhere, like on the way back from the club back to, where we got picked up by the bus, she's like literally in front of me making out with someone else. Like literally, like knowing that I was like sitting behind her.
Damn.
So I mean, I don't know if that, in a way, if that's like a rejection, but it was definitely.
But damn,
like
did you not hook up with her that night? Hell yeah!
I didn't.
Did you
not
hook up
I
with her?
didn't. I didn't get a chance because it was a club, bro. Like people were like scattered all over the place.
That. Fuck that! You gotta grab her ass and you gotta like kiss her, or else she's gone with the wolves, bro. She's gone with the wolves.
That's how it is, though. That's how it is. Yeah. I definitely learned my lesson. But it was definitely a slap on the face, though. Like I was like feeling so shitty afterwards. Like, what the fuck? I can't believe she did that. Like in front of me too. Like it wasn't even like a thing that she did. Like, like hiding somewhere. That bitch did it right in front of me. The weekend after.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's life, man. We get rejected. Egos need to get hurt, but as long as you come back from it, you just make a smooth recovery, then you're good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like now, do you think it's harder now to like approach women versus before? Like before, like social media really was mainstream like now?
No, I think social media made it easier because it's social media.
Mm-hmm. But like to get that girl's attention, though, you think it's harder? Like, do you feel like?
No, I think it's easier, but I think with COVID, physically, it made it harder.
But that's the whole point, is to like meet up and have fun, right? Like, what's the point of just being online?
Well, no, 100%. But I'm just saying, like, or even just like physically meeting a person or getting to know a person, like meeting them online, and like if you met them on a dating website like Tinder or whatever the case may be, and then you meet them in person, there's always still that kind of like awkwardness that COVID brings, that you don't know what the fuck to do in the beginning. You're kind of like maneuvering and feeling it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How are people doing that? Like, how are people going on Tinder dates now? Like, do they get tested before?
I don't fucking think so. No, bro. Are you kidding me? People don't get tested even for like AIDS and that shit. And they're not gonna get tested for fucking COVID. They don't give a fuck. They're out here fucking without a condom. Yeah. They don't give a shit.
True. Yeah. Do you see what's going on with David Dobrik?
I do, and it's crazy. What the craziest part about all of this is that he's not an American citizen, so he could get kicked out of the country very easily.
He could, yeah. And it's so crazy because like I've always or everybody always looked at him as like the prince of YouTube, like the guy that never fucks up, that always does everything right.
So who's the king of YouTube?
I don't know, Mr. Beast, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm just saying, like, he was like YouTube's golden child, like, like just like, bro, he was massive, or he still is massive, like he's huge when it comes to like being popular. And like he always portrayed this image like he was like a, like a good guy. Even though like he is, like, I think he is a good guy, but like I never imagined him really getting in trouble like this, for his vlogs. Right. Even though like they're already out there for a while now, but just now they're getting like the attention for what he did in the past, for the wrongful thing that he did in the past.
Right.
And it's like a bunch of stuff. It's like, part of his squad, his vlog squad members, like getting in trouble and shit for like,
Did he do something specifically?
Well, they're just bringing stuff up that he did in the past, like some racist jokes and like he did a bit with his friend that like he didn't. I don't know if he knew that the girl got raped, but she did, and kind of played around that idea with like some bits and stuff.
Oh yeah, and the threesome thing, right, where he supplied
Yeah,
alcohol to minors.
yeah, and then he also
Or
like
he's like the orchestrator of the whole thing.
right.
Oh, apparently, allegedly.
Yeah, he also
Yeah, that
schemed
shit
a
is sensitive,
friend.
bro.
He also schemed someone to like kissing another man without their consent like twice. So there's like a few things
Yeah, but I
popping
seen
up.
some footage of like the dude having a phone call saying that like he didn't mind.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I just don't.
I think a lot of
These are
these
just things
like
that are coming up, when it comes
right.
to him.
Look, and I'm not defending him. I'm he might have done some fucked up shit, but I think a lot of things too is like people wanting clout at the moment, so they're willing to do whatever the fuck. And then later on, they're like, they feel embarrassed about it, and they're like, oh, they regret doing it. But they're like, okay, why the fuck did you do it in the like? Why would you even put yourself in this situation if you knew any of this were to happen or whatever the case? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think a lot of these people are willing to do certain things at the moment for clout, and then once they get the clout, they're kind of like, all right, fuck this. I didn't want to do that. It was fucked up that you made me do that. And I get it. It's not that it was right in the first place to make a person do or feel or whatever the case may be, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm very conflicted in these situations. The whole rape thing though is a whole nother fucking level. That's not right at fucking all. You can't get a girl fucking drunk out of her mind to have sex with her. That's not right, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy
but
that like
the other stuff, like with his own like squad members and shit, I don't know. I feel like they were all in it for the clout, and now either they had a falling off with him or they just want to do their own thing. They're kind of like, okay, yeah, fuck this guy, you know?
Yeah. Damn. And I feel like that's always gonna happen to people that come into like major success, people that become like very famous like that. Like something's gonna pop up that you did in the past. Something. I feel like there's no getting around it.
It's a
Because like if you look
culture.
exactly, like look at all these people getting canceled, bro. Like left and right. Like after gaining
Yeah, but
so
I
much
think the whole
popularity.
cancel thing is almost not a, unless you've done something to a crazy extent, like murders, rapes, and like things like that, or something involving like children. Those are unforgivable. But I think with all these other things, like if somebody said something that might have been homophobic or slightly racist in the past, but you see that their actions don't align with what they said, you know what I mean? And you see that they're actually legitimately sorry and trying to build forward from it. I'm not saying forget about it. I'm saying forgive it. That's the thing. Like you can't forget, like it happened.
Yeah.
But forgive the person and move forward, bro. Because now you're not even allowing that person to like grow from that.
Right.
You're, and then they start developing a certain hate for whatever situation they went through, and it could develop into something larger. That situation of that person saying something slightly racist might have made him even more racist because of the backlash that he got. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree with second chances too. And like what David used to do in the past, like, is completely different than what he does now. I think he's a total different man.
Well, yeah, but it's like I said, there's certain situations that's pretty serious, bro.
No, for
You know
sure.
what I mean?
I'm not saying he's right in
I'm
any
not.
moment. I'm just saying like there's a lot of people that get canceled and people don't give them a second chance, They just like
Right,
completely
right, right,
eliminate them. They completely
right.
fucking like blacklist them. And I think
Yeah.
that's so wrong at times.
And that's the thing
No
too.
one's
We also
perfect,
live in
bro.
a society, in a culture that it's not even. These are allegations. Nothing has been proven. Nothing has gone to court. Nothing has this and that. but just allegations are so damaging. He already lost so many brand deals.
Yeah. Same with a lot of his friends are losing brand deals, like major brand deals, because they're involved in these fucking moments, these allegations. So it's not just him getting affected, it's like his whole team in a sense. Which is like crazy, like fuck, I mean, I get like you guys did something wrong, but at the same time, like no one's fucking perfect, bro.
No, yeah, for sure. Everybody's human.
Yeah.
Everybody's human. But I mean, whatever you did do wrong, you just gotta.
You gotta address it for sure, because he took long to address it.
You gotta address it, and you gotta suffer the consequences, whatever the consequences may be. But I definitely agree with the second chance, growing from it, allow that person to grow from it. You know what I mean?
What would you do if you're in his position? Because right now he hasn't been releasing shit, no stories, no tweets, no nothing.
I mean, like he's in a. I would honestly log off for a little minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Like, I feel like it's important, bro. Like, this is bigger than entertainment. This is fucking mental health and making sure that your life is good, that you're good. Enjoying what the fuck is going on. Like, okay, let me take a step back from everybody, disconnect from everybody, see who my real fucking friends are.
Yeah.
Seeing who this real like circle is.
Yeah, I mean that's
really here for me.
That's what Logan Paul went through when he got canceled.
That's what I'm saying.
He had to like really realign himself and see like who's really behind him, and he eliminated a lot of people that were in his life, and got some new friends.
That's what I'm saying. He's in a great position right now, and I think David could take a chapter from his book.
Yep.
And just learn from it.
But yeah, man, I think that is all the time we have for today's podcast.
Yeah, way to get hype when we got low.
I think it was a good time to end. Anything you want to say before we leave, Nicholas Giassi?
Don't use my government name, and we love you guys. We appreciate you guys watching and sticking through this whole episode.
I still need to find out what your middle name is. How the fuck did I forget, man?
Not gonna know.
I'm gonna find out. I have to.
Maybe you should just put that on your story and a fan will find out for you. You don't even have to do any work.
I wish I had that many fans.
I got a fan right behind me.
Oh, nice. All right, y'all. Peace out.